this is kind of interesting because these are becoming very prevalent. Doorbells that have cameras, and it saves the video, and you get to take a look at the person that was at your door or on your front lawn or walking up your pathway, whatever you have. On the line is Robert Caltabiano, who is a specialist when it comes to this sort of thing. And there's a problem, though, police are having. Robert, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning.
So what could the problem be? You have video, you've got an alert that someone is trying to maybe get into your house. What's the problem?
Well, I think it's a problem that law enforcement that they love to have in many ways. But what I think we could look at is sometimes when people are posting pictures or videos of people that, number one, may not have committed anything.
Oh, okay.
You know, that could be a problem just for the mere fact that you could be wrongly accused of something. Mm-hmm. And then number two is by posting it and, let's say, not going to the police first and there is a crime, sometimes it may give the criminal a heads up and the police now are second-guessing or in the back seat having to work harder to try to find this individual.
Yeah. Sucks to be the UPS guy, right? I was just delivering. I all of a sudden I'm showing up on a website. I think we do tend to panic a little bit, especially in any situation if you have been robbed. It's a horrible violation of your privacy. So, and it also is very easy, Robert, to take from that video to just click a couple of buttons and all of a sudden it's up on social media.
Yeah, I think that we're sometimes too quick to rush to judgment, but it's better to have than to have not. So, I love the new technology in so many different ways. It's just how we use it sometimes, as you know. I mean, we're a society today that you have kids that get up at the crack of dawn to play this game called Fortnite, and they're on it all day. So it's good, but then we also have to be able to understand how we should really be able to use it to our benefit. Yeah, and I don't think we're there yet.
And what do you think about a lot of these other technologies that are out there? For instance, remotely you can turn your lights on and off, which is a positive because it makes it look like there's activity in your home. But at the same time, you can open up your garage door or open up your front door. What's the fear that you could actually be hacked? If they can hack into your bank account, couldn't they hack into your garage door?
Absolutely, and the fact is that let's say that you just pressed the wrong button or you did it wrong, and like what you just said, and now your house is wide open. Right. And then then also just the human factor. Do you really need to be able to have to turn your lights on when you're 1,000 miles away? Right. What did we do 20 years ago? Yeah. So, technology is a great thing, but sometimes I think it can hurt us, and it makes us a little lazier, and sometimes that's not the best thing to be. Yeah. I will say the guy that invented this Ring doorbell has just made...
Simonoff, yeah. Oh, he was a Shark Tank guy. Who didn't end up taking the deal, I know.
Think. Talk about, Robert, catching lightning in a bottle. It's incredible.
Yeah, and it's taken off. I believe that he just sold recently his company and made some really good money on it. And, hopefully he'll put that back into some more security gadgets for us normal people to use, everyday people at their homes. And, the other thing I really want to stress is when you have something like this, just look at it. You're not Columbo. You're not trying to go out there and catch the criminals. It's basically there, one, for awareness. A lot of people use it for kids that are mothers or fathers that are working and their children are coming home from school by themselves, and it's a great tool. Again, it's just a tool, and help the police out.
All right, Robert, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a great day. Very interesting, though, if you use these. I just saw the commercial. The guy's on TV doing his own commercial. If he sold the company, he probably sold it for a lot of money.
And they like the whole, inventor kind of leading the charge of the brand idea.
And keep in mind, he did this where it was just a very simple concept. Mm-hmm. Goes on to Shark Tank and didn't take the deal, right?
He didn't. No, he didn't agree to their terms.
And it turns around, and everybody seemed to like it. Now it's right on your phone. Mm-hmm. The technology is really it's really pretty cool.
And influenced other people to kind of try and do similar things,
Yeah.
you know.
Anyway, it's ring.com, I think, is where you can buy those.
You know, going into this segment, I thought what you were going to say is, because I saw somebody on social media this weekend, that, for instance, when the camera's activated, this isn't the case, but I thought it might be, that they call the cops automatically. You know, like,
No.
Because a lot of people get, like, insects triggering their camera.
This is cool because you can talk to the people and be like, I see you, or like, cool
get off
like
my yard.
Yeah.
You know,
get off my lawn.
That's the commercial that you see. But I do have to say that you can change the sensitivity. So if it's an animal, you can make it hypersensitive, where somebody walks by your house on the sidewalk and it will alert you. But you can also change the sensitivity on it. It's really quite interesting. And relatively inexpensive, $100, $150, something like that.
You know, I think something that you just said is the real problem when we talk about privacy. And I know it's someone's home, but we have, as a society, reacted with outrage when we find out police have a camera at a busy intersection, something like that. Well, half the block now has
Everybody's got cameras
shooting your house, the whole road.
There's a good chance if you've done something, it could end up on somebody's social media. So just be aware.